tough question because there's many ways it can go. It's going to splinter.
People want more, you know, they're not just really just happy with a product because they're told that's what the new thing is and you should buy it. People are challenging that now, a lot more perceptive to what's going on behind the scenes.
Yeah, they're giving the consumer a little bit more freedom and, like, I guess, choice. They're putting it into their hands.
I personally can't see any, kind of let up in the thirst for, sought after shoes.
I think you're going to have, I kind of, in the panel discussion, I kind of touched on it. You've got a whole luxury movement going on right now, where people are wearing Balenciagas, Pradas and all that kind of stuff. And then there's the sort of hype heads, but then there's a little bit of cross-pollination as well, which I don't think the panel recognised.
Parts of society and parts of people that are into like shoes, not just sneaker culture, will start doing their own thing with these products, with footwear, from high end to low end. I think we're going to start seeing a bit more of a separation, I think. But I think hype's still going to be number one ruler. I think other things will happen. As it happens with fashion, it will happen with footwear.
This is the evolution of where sneakers are right now. There's basically a demand there that is outstripping the supply. So there needs to be a platform that, leverages that.
Like technology is going to have a big role to play within things. Like how people engage in the process of like product.
And there's going to be a throwback to things being a little bit more rudimentary, but then there's also going to be the future tech. And is there going to be where future and retro chic and aesthetics combine? I reckon so. But the thing is, you've got a myriad of options. You've got how many different designers getting involved now from all aspects. You're getting young Instagrammers getting pulled through and becoming part of the program. You're getting, people who go through traditional methods of study coming through, and then you're going to get the people who come in it from different angles as well and getting involved.
I really appreciate a really great construction on a garment or a product or a shoe, and I can kind of tell when something's not made that well. At the moment, social media is so huge, so people kind of more so value aesthetic or what it looks like on the gram per se, as opposed to what it may feel like in real life.
A Nike ID, and a bespoke experience, I think that will become a little bit more normal. I'm surprised Nike ID hasn't actually blown up a little bit more now, considering it's been going for since the early 2000s, 2002 or something like that.
How many people are actually brave enough to step over that mark and put their money into something that, okay, you got an option, I can put £100 into these new off-white blazers or whatever and accrue £500 worth of stock value, or have I got the confidence and courage to be able to go and support this new brand that I actually believe in their values? Do you know what I'm saying? I think it's like a romanticised ideology that is beautiful and we want to see more of it, and I think we are seeing more of it, but we also see more of the hype and everything else, that people are conforming more. So it's the two are kind of growing together, so it's interesting.
Being able to select a certain sole unit to go onto an upper, I can definitely see that happening, and that'd be crazy as well. To select say it's Adidas, select a certain shoe, alright cool, do I want to keep it close to the original, or do I want to completely mash it up and create a hybrid? I can definitely see that happening, and that'd be very exciting.
People are starting to use the gyms more, gyms are popping up all over the place. So I notice in London there are more gyms than ever. And people are starting to wear different types of shoes, their fitness shoes, with their everyday shoes. We'll take something and make it our own. Again, that's what's going to happen. Not a fashion item and then we just wear it. We're going to take a function and make it our own, reappropriate it.
I think it's that desire to be individual and to kind of put your own stamp on things. Customization is so big right now, especially in sneakers and streetwear, because people don't really want to buy a product that's everywhere or that everyone's wearing. They all want something special. But I think that's kind of plays on the whole idea of limited releases, which are also special and people can't get access to them, so they think I'll make my own. But I think customization is a really great way for people to explore, the structure or the production techniques that you use to make those shoes.
Everyone's got a sense of nostalgia within them, right? So there's always going to be that shoe that'll come back out and you're like, alright, you know what, it does look a little bit dated now, but I had them when I was 12 or 25 or whatever. It's nice to have them again. So retro is always going to have its place. but you know, innovation does need to like continue, and it always will anyways.
I'm coming from a place where I'd probably like to see that there's more kind of interaction with, you know, the consumer and the creators, so to speak, in terms of like what products being, you know, developed, made, and like engaging through experience, events, like consultations, like even like through open forum, like a process of engagement through doing. Put your money where your mouth is and step next to us. You know, I've had conversations with a lot of big brands over the last few years, but how many of them are really willing to take a leap of faith with, you know, like a real underground entity like myself, who doesn't necessarily bring all this like commercial value or hype. So a bit more courage, man, I want to see from the brands.
You know, when everyone starts looking the same, you know, someone has to rebel, someone has to go another way, go against the grain, and I think those ones that get the grain will become the leaders, and you know, then you get followers, and then everyone follows that, and then it changes again. I think it's the flow. It's just, you know, like waves up and down. We'll figure out a way.
I can only see the whole scene, you know, the whole scene that StockX is involved in, you know, growing from strength to strength.
I have to say, it's a very exciting time. It's never been a more exciting time, because you've got all these stories that are waiting to happen, and hopefully they will.